Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a early morning chat with me, Jamie. That's me. What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We are going to chit chat about a few things this morning as you're working, or as you're on your way to work, or as you're just now waking up. All right. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup or Starbucks or water or whatever you would like to have. Okay. Let me know that you guys can hear me without issue. What's up? Are you ready? 115. What's up, Shantia? Dominique. What's up, Black Regina? What's up, Andrea? What's going on, honey? What's up? Let's chit chatty patty about a few things over here. Let me see who else we got. What's up, Shavonda? Shantia says, as soon as I clicked on the tube, you hear, yes, God. Yes, God. Come on. Come on. Yes, God. So we got a few things that we're going to be talking about. So get comfortable, get cute. All right. And do whatever else it is you need to do. Okay. Ranging from topics of Real Housewives. We know that blow up situation with Miss Kandi. We're going to get into that. Of course, we're going to talk about some Kenya Burris, not Kenya Moore, but Kenya Barris or Burris, or however you say his last name. Miss Megan. We got to talk about New York, y'all. We got to talk about these apartments and pricing and things. So we're gonna chit chat about that and get into some other stuff. So let's just go ahead and hop right in to it. Okay. If you're just now joining us, thank you. And please go ahead and hit that like button as you all enter the video. So let's get to chit chatting. Okay, so first things first. Kenya Bears. It looks like he and his wife are filing for a divorce. And I was kind of shocked by him filing for this divorce, considering the fact that they did a whole show. Was it last year or either over the throughout 2020 when everybody was at home? It was either 2020 or 2021 when they did this whole show about their family over there on Netflix. Like it was just like this big major thing. I think he got a lot of scrutiny about, the color of his wife, because she looks white, but I believe that she's mixed. I believe she's black, and I'm not sure if it's white or what else she has in her, but I do believe that she is mixed, right? So yeah, they are actually getting a divorce. He had to do a lot of defending of, I guess, like his family and stuff at one point. And then he put this out into the atmosphere of I guess, like the somewhat, I guess you could say like a reality, but it came off as like a parody at the same time, a reality parody of his family. I don't think the woman that played in the reality show was his actual wife. So I think that's where it ended up being like a parody or whatnot. But what's interesting is not only did he do like the parody or the reality show or whatever of his family, it's the fact that when I read this article that they have actually tried to divorce each other numerous times. And I was like, oh my, okay, maybe this is the final straw, because I was like, dang, why? Why are y'all like, yeah, what? You guys have been together for like 20 years. Like, no, stay together, right? Girl, no. And tell these folks what to do. These folks been trying to divorce each other. And I'm reading over here from People magazine, and they're saying that this isn't the first time the couple has moved to legally sever their marriage. Rainier, which I hope I said her name right, she first filed for divorce from him back in 2014, but she actually withdrew her request less than a year later because they ended up reconciling, right? And then they're now reporting that back in 2019 was when Kenya filed for a divorce before later calling it off as well. So they tried this in 2014, tried it again in 2019, and then here we are in 2022, and he's filing yet again, which I don't know, child, maybe third time's a charm. They're saying that the Barrises got married back in 1999. Their love story served as inspiration for the ABC sitcom Central Relationship, earning Emmy nominations for actors Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis. I guess that was the Blackish or whatever that he ended up creating, which was kind of like a spin on his marriage or whatnot. So yeah, it looks like they are headed for a divorce, like for real this time, because let me see what else they're saying. I know I read something where he's saying that he will be giving her spousal support, and they still have children that are underage. So let me see real quick. because it looks like he's going to be giving her spousal support. They're saying the legal paperwork also noted the pair who share 6 children. Now, the minors range from 5 to 16. I'm not sure how old the other 2 are, but they're saying that they've been separated since 2020 of September. My goodness. Now, in addition to requesting joint and legal custody of their kids, Kenya also indicated that spousal support will be paid to his ex, according to the court documents. I feel like that's only right. It's only right. Go and get that woman her coin. She had to be there with you as you elevated your career and everything. And even when she was ready to divorce you, she took it off the table. And here you are filing for a divorce twice. They're saying that it's because of irreconcilable differences. And hopefully it's not because of any cheating or anything. It could be like when you with somebody that long, I am positive that y'all grow apart. So some people are able to pull it back together, but it didn't look like they were able to do that. So I mean, who knows? Based on their history, he could go and yank it back and say, no, it's cheaper to keep her. I'm just gonna stay with her, or try a third time could be a charm, and they may just officially go ahead and just you know sever ties for sure, and for real. Okay, so that's where we are with this. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on their situation there. Um, what is this person saying? All right, give me 1 second. Do I have any moderators in the chat? Because I don't know what this Joshua Robinson person is talking about, honey. Give me 1 second so I can take care of that, because I'm a little confused here. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand that. That was very weird. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. All right. So next up, let's talk about Miss Megan Good Franklin. What they're letting us know now is that Megan has actually officially dropped her last name. So y'all know that the divorce is pretty much settled between Megan and DeVon. Now, DeVon actually filed for a divorce from this girl like 5 days before Christmas last year. And I still feel like that was rude and that was distasteful as hell. That was rude and distasteful as hell, girl. He did not have to hit her like that. Okay, so they definitely finalized their divorce like earlier this year, and it looks like she has removed all signs of him as her ex-husband. Okay, aside from the pictures and stuff in the video that we'll find at a later time, that's gonna always be out there. But it looks like she's officially dropped Franklin as her legal name. And I'm like, go ahead and drop it. Drop it, because it's not like we really knew her as Megan Good Franklin. We knew her as Megan Good, DeVon Franklin's wife, but not Megan Good Franklin. So I'm like, girl, if you want to drop the name, girl, please go ahead and drop it. It ain't like you got children by him, like with Melody Holt of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I just kind of feel like with Melody, if she kept her last name, I wouldn't be mad at her at all, because her children has the last name. She's done a lot and accomplished a lot with that last name. She has businesses connected to that last name. So if that's what she wants to do, then girl, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And if she wants to, not use the name no more, she has every right. You know what I'm saying? To not use the name anymore. But that's all right. And when it comes to Megan, I think this was a good decision for her. If anything, the last name Good may have added, and this is just my opinion. Okay. This is just my opinion. I just feel like the last name Good added value to DeVon more than it added value to anything else, because that's all we've known her as, is Miss Good since she was a kid. Okay. Doing Cousin Skeeter and other stuff. All right. So yeah, drop the last name Franklin. I see somebody saying, is we live in this big? Yes, we is live, girl. Can y'all hear me, girl? Do I need to type down in the chat? Because I hope my sound didn't go out. Y'all know it be acting a little funny over here, girl. Okay. So I guess somebody can hear me, girl. I guess somebody can hear me out there. All right. Cool. So yeah, I just wanted to chit chat about that real quickly. I didn't see any need for her to hold on to that last name if she wants to let it go. They're saying he listed the date of marriage back in June 16 of 2012, and the date of separation was August 21st. Girl, not a day before my birthday, girl. Not y'all acting like that, honey. Only weeks after they took a trip to Santa Fe. I remember that. And for Megan's birthday, he did all of these posts He did like 40 posts of her for her 40th birthday. He wanted to do 40 posts honoring the woman that she is. And you mean to tell me this wasn't even real? Y'all weren't even together? Now, how can I trust your word as a pastor if you just sat up here and goop me over here on Instagram, sir? Come to the front, have a seat, DeVon. We need to talk. What is that? And then when she dropped her show Harlem, which is getting a season 2 that I'm going to be all the way tuned into for sure. But when she dropped that, he was praising her and highlighting her and everything when that happened. So I'm like, okay, girl, only for you to drop this divorce like these papers 5 days before Christmas. You mean to tell me you couldn't wait until y'all at least hit the 10-year mark? Like you couldn't wait until the upcoming June 12th of this month to file? Like you could have, dang. I guess better late than never, girl. That's what they say. It was gonna be what it was gonna be. I guess like Chris Brown say, there's never a right time to say goodbye. Come on, Chris. It ain't, but you gotta make the first move. Cause if I don't, then you gonna start hating me. Cause I really don't feel the way I once felt about. Come on, Chris. Chris was young, singing about some heartbreak songs, child. Damn near a teenager. Sit over here. What you know about that, Chris? But anyway, he was right. He ain't never lied, girl. It was never a right time to say goodbye. But you ain't have to do this a few days before Christmas, and you damn sure didn't have to do it right after what is it, New Year's Eve or New Year's. Damn. You're talking about, girl. He was acting how I was acting when I said I meant I wasn't taking some student loan debt into the next year. I meant that shit. Do you hear me? And I made sure I had her ass cleared up by December. Okay, I think that was December 2020. I said, but you will not be going into the next year with me. And I mean it. And I feel like that's probably where DeVon was. He meant what he said. You're not coming into the next year. But that was some shady shit, girl. But anyway, get loud. And let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Girl, we got to talk about these apartments out there in New York. First of all, they're closet size. And, you know, it's no shade, but it's all shade to the people out there in New York because I don't understand how you guys do it. You know, I've never lived out there. I've never visited as much as I want to visit. Hopefully I get the opportunity soon. Definitely want to visit New York and see what it's all about. But I don't understand the logic. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. So this headline reads, Manhattan landlords are reportedly rejecting single tenants who don't make over $160,000 per year. Over $160,000 per year. I just kind of feel like a lot of people are not making that right now. I do think there are a good amount, but there are not a ton of people making over 160K, especially after this panorama. You know, and during this inflation headed to recession. Do you see what I'm just, they're saying in order to qualify as a tenant, a person's annual gross income should be at least 40 times the monthly rent. Girl, and not the people down here in Georgia and some other places over here complaining about 3 times the rent. Y'all said we gonna hit y'all with 40. You need to make at least a 40 times the rent. I saw this one girl do a tour. I think it was on TikTok. She was saying her landlord was going up in price. So she was like, oh, let me get out here and start scouring and see what they got out here on the market. And she came across one home. She said it's way out of her budget, but she was gonna check it out anyway. Y'all, this motherfucking thumb of a location. This box of a home, this walk-in closet of a home was $12,000 a month. Do you know what you could get down south for that amount? Girl, you probably could, if you're going to pay $12,000 a month, girl, you probably could get you about 3 mortgages. Hello? 3 of them. Goodness gracious, and rent at least 2 of them out. Girl, they is cutting up. They is acting the fuck up. Like I just saw where, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but like the city of Atlanta, they just said something about if you're a homeowner, and actually, let me see if I can pull the article up so that I can actually quote it accurately. I'm really gonna try. Let's see. So Atlanta has this thing about Airbnbs, and it's like you can't have more than 2 now in the city of Atlanta. Let me see if I can pull that up because I was just kind of like, what the what? What the what? Let's see. Is this one it? Because I heard it more recently. Let me see. Ooh, y'all, this is crazy. Let me just read this one and then I'll probably hold on. Give me 1 second. Not somebody saying they love the new rules at ATL put in place for Airbnbs in April. So basically, with this Airbnb rule here in Atlanta, you know, some people be buying up a lot of homes. And then they try to Airbnb them out, rent, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody trying to really go back into these offices and work for real, right? So they say you can only have 2 Airbnbs. I repeat, in the city of Atlanta, you can only have 2 Airbnbs, and guess what? One of them have to be your primary residence. What? One got to be a primary residence. So that means I really just got one Airbnb. Is that what you're saying? So if I'm on a long-term vacation, then I can rent out my home. I can't. They're saying you need to pay a permit fee, which is $150 per home. Girl, y'all always try to make money off what somebody else doing. You don't even put in on this, but you want out on this. That's what I don't get. You didn't help me put this damn home together. You didn't help me at all, but you want to say that I need a permit to do what it is that I do? Now, I don't know how landlords do in general when they rent out their properties, you know, not for the long term, not short term rentals, but long term. I would want to hope and believe that they got to pay one too. Excuse the fuck out of me. So is it not enough for y'all to get money off those people that own those homes when they pay their taxes, but y'all turn around and want them to do a permit fee too? Girl, put me outside the ice walls because the way we living inside the ice, I can't. Anyway, what else is going on? They're saying you must inform your neighbors as it is an impact to them as well. Now, see, girl, I don't like that. I shouldn't have to. Why I gotta tell my neighbor what the hell going on over here with you, Joanne, down the street? I am not. Now, I may tell the two right next to me, you know what I'm saying? They probably not going to give a damn, but you just never know. Because one of them neighbors probably going to try and raise some hell because they probably ain't going to want you to have no Airbnb out there. Girl, you trying to cause issue telling people they must inform folks. Girl, I mean, yeah, sometimes people be trying to have parties and everything in folks' Airbnbs and stuff like that. But girl, why I got to tell them folks? Then say you must be a resident of Atlanta. Whew. Girl, ATL is one bougie ass location, ain't it? Girl, bougie. Then they say this will be enforced. How will it be enforced? 8% hotel motel tax. So wait a minute. Girl, I see why Keisha was like, girl, y'all can have Atlanta, but I'm not running again. Y'all can have this country. I'm confused because you mean to tell me these people that own these homes that are first of all, first they own it. So they have to pay annual taxes on this property. And ain't no telling what other fees they pay in HOA, whatever the case. So now they renting it out. They got to pay $150 permit to y'all motherfuckers that's making easy money and mishandling the money that you do get. Okay? Because I done got mad, girl. All right? Then you tell me these people got to pay an 8% hotel motel tax on top of that? Yo, some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Some of y'all, come on, Kilo. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Ooh, I can't. Must provide proof of property ownership tenancy for the permit. And if you get 3 violations, it's going to be $500 each. And your permit is going to be revoked for a year. Girl, these people be something else out here in these streets. As soon as you find, girl, as soon as you open up a door, they're going to make sure they put another door in front of you that you're going to have to walk through. Girl, I cannot. Ooh, Lord. Child. Girl, the way this world is set up is just sad, you know? Girl, as soon as you get ahead, they try to pull you back. I just cannot. I don't even got no Airbnb and I'm mad as hell. Girl, I'm mad. Oh, and then we didn't even talk. Did I tell y'all about Kansas City? girl, Kansas City, Missouri. Girl, girl, these folks done sat up here and made a law to where, girl, let me pull it up. Because you know why we on house and I'm going to talk. Okay, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about it, okay? Um, what are they saying? Okay, they're saying that Shawnee, a city outside of Kansas City, Missouri or whatnot, whatever it is, Kansas City, Kansas, I'm sorry, voted on April 25th to ban co-living situations of 4 or more adult roommates who are unrelated. So if it's 4 people or more, and y'all probably like, okay, we just gonna stay together, we're gonna go and get us a little, you know what I'm saying, 1 year lease or whatever, girl, me, my best friend, and her best friend, man, or whatever like that, we all gonna, we gonna live together. And we're gonna stack up our bread or whatever the case is. And you can't even do that, child. Or if you're trying to, save somebody, or you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody had to move in with you because they on hard times and it's one of your friends, and maybe they don't have like a significant other, but they may have some kids or something, they got to move in with you, girl. If y'all ain't related, it can't go down like that if it's 4 more adult roommates. You know what I'm saying? In our home. Okay, so if one of the kids is 18, one is 19, and they still the kids and they trying to find their way, it's not going to work, ma'am. It's because y'all not related. But then my other thing is, girl, how y'all finna prove that these folks ain't related? What kind of birth certificate information do you need? I'm a little confused because if I tell you that's my cousin. Excuse me? You don't know how I work in the black community, girl. Don't let your mama have a best friend that got kids about the same age as you, girl. Them your cousins. What you talking about? That's my cousin that came and stayed with me. So how you know that ain't my relative? What you doing all in my house like that? I don't come over there to your house, Joanne, John, Jacob, Jamichael. I don't come over there to y'all house seeing what y'all got going on. Why is y'all all the way up in my house? Woo, girl. These folks, I don't know. It's like, girl, do you? It seems like they want to push people into, I guess, buying a house or something. Like, I don't know which probably would be the way better decision. But girl, the way I'm sure the interest rates are peaking during the inflation. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Fantasy Band, for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes. And you know what else I'm wondering is if with them outlawing 4 roommates living together, I'm wondering if this is going to spread to other states, other cities, other counties, other states. They better not. Girl, y'all gonna have to put that down on the little voting thing or whatever you call it when we get ready to go make our votes, girl, so we can all deny it together. Okay, because that's what y'all not gonna do. Y'all not gonna sit up here and be raising prices, raising people rent by way of $1,000, $2,000, trying to get whatever profit you're trying to motherfucking get because you out here being greedy as hell. Then gonna tell somebody they can't group up and live together because they not related. Excuse me, Miss Why? And that's the problem for me. You're telling the Americans what they can't do. Meanwhile, no one is telling the corporations what they can and can't do. Why the fuck is y'all up here buying up all these goddamn homes? Girl, let me get off my little rant because, bitch, it's too early. It's too early in the morning. That got me pissed off, girl. Buying up all these damn homes. Girl, I could, child. And let's keep going. Anyway, New York, y'all out of line, overcharging these people. Got folks paying $12K. And here's the sad part about a lot of this shit. It's always going to be those people that will pay. Even if they really can't afford it, it's always going to be those people that will pay. And I feel like once they make room for those people once those people that will pay start paying, it sets a standard that if they can do it, anybody can do it. No, they can't. But we see what you're doing, America. We know you only want a high class and an extremely low class. Okay, there will not be a middle ground. We understand. We see where you're going here. But anyway, I just had to vent about it because these MFers are out of line. Completely out of line. Tell me some damn 40 times the monthly rent to rent a 1-bedroom at Manhattan's current median price. That means an income of $159,800. It better be that amount up there in damn New York. Up there in New York, it better be about that amount. I know that. Y'all better be paying folks about that amount as high as y'all rent is for people to live in a cell. Because that's exactly what it is. It's a cell. And you're in prison to them bills. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. Let's talk about Lil Nas X. Y'all know BET Awards are going to be coming up. They come up like every June, like towards the end of the month or whatnot. And they dropped their nomination list. And a lot of people are actually upset that Lil Nas X is not on that list. I saw a few TikToks where people were not happy about that. And Lil Nas X himself was not happy about that. He started calling out BET, which led BET, I guess they got the heat from Lil Nas and the fans. They decided to, put out this statement, letting them know or letting, Lil Nas X and others know how much they love Lil Nas X and how he was nominated for an award back in 2020. And so, baby, we talking about now. We talking about now. We ain't talking about like what happened a few years ago, girl. Let's talk about now. Let's not talk about what was. Let's talk about what's now. Okay, but they're saying, unfortunately, this year he was not nominated by BET's Voting Academy, which is comprised of an esteemed group of nearly 500 entertainment professionals in the fields of music, television, film, digital marketing, sports journalism, public relations, influencers, and creative arts. No one from BET serves as a member on the Voting Academy. Okay, that's what they're saying. So it ain't their fault that he didn't get voted in. He needs to look at all of these individuals, the 500 entertainment professionals that chose to not vote him in. He still feels like, BET is full of SHI. I don't know. When they say it like that, I think they're right. Like everybody does have like this academy that pretty much votes, but because that academy represents you and your awards, then I would think that you would likely be grouped in with the others as being full of shit. Okay. That's just what I'm thinking. All right. So y'all are full of SHI. I am a bit shocked that he wasn't nominated for some stuff. I think the biggest song he got right now is Industry Baby with Jack Harlow. So I would have thought that song would have been something that was definitely going to be nominated, but I guess not. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like that sometimes, I guess, honey. So yeah, I think a lot of people are alluding to the fact that BET is, I guess like they have issues with the gay community or something. I don't know if I agree with that 100%, but I mean, hey, they're entitled to their own opinion. So unfortunately, he was not nominated for a BET award, but I think he's been nominated for, I would say larger awards, and I think he's won in a few categories, so hopefully they figure that out. Maybe if not this year, maybe next year. Let's go ahead and scoot over. Okay, let's get to Mr. Johnny Depp and Miss Amber Heard. Baby, good the night. Y'all y'all know Johnny ended up suing this woman for some things that she ended up putting in I believe it was a New York Post article or something, where she pretty much alluded to some abuse and things that took place in the relationship, even though she signed an NDA and said that she wasn't going to talk about it or discuss it at all. Okay, that's what she said she wasn't going to do, but instead she ended up doing it anyway. Right? Even though she didn't mention his name, he still felt the way about it because everybody knew who she was talking about, and it ended up affecting his career. He took her to court. They've been in trial for a good, 6 weeks or so. Finally got the verdict out, and she has to pay I think it was 15 million or somewhere between 10 and 15 million dollars back to him. But tell me why now they're trying to say that Johnny Depp's attorneys have hinted that the millions of dollars in damages owed to him by his ex-wife, Miss Amber Heard, could be waived. It could be waived after the lawyer said that she couldn't afford to pay, but she could afford to tell some lies. And maybe everything she said wasn't a lie, but she can afford to speak on a situation knowing she had an NDA the whole time. Like, cut it out, ma'am. I can't. I wouldn't waive a motherfucking thing. Honestly, I wouldn't. I maybe a percentage. If he wants to have that much of a caring heart, maybe he could waive the punitive damages or something, 5 million, but you still owe me 10. But you're not gonna have me sit in court for 10 weeks and think that you're not gonna pay me some money. Pay me for my pain, pay me for my time. And you could say the bullshit because everything is mine at this point. Okay. Now I don't know if he would have said 6 million, $1 million a week for the times that I've sat in there dealing with this. then okay. Because Miss Girl was acting. And that's her fault, it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes, girl. That's her fault. And now she gotta, pay for her decisions and her actions. So that's all on her. Just what I'm thinking. Like girl, you would have had to pay me, honey. Right. She lied. So this is the consequence. Yeah, I wouldn't waive SHI. She needs to pay his lawyer fees. Period. Period. You wasted my time. Girl, I lost out on major gigs because of you. No, ma'am. So basically, it's like they're thinking about waiving it. One, because she can't pay. And number two, he now has his good name back. In so many words. He now got his good name back. So that's making him more happier than anything. And I don't give about that. I still feel like it's probably people that still won't work with you. Okay, surrounding this situation. So she did the crime. She got to do the time. Okay, what's up, Mims, honey? I already gave her $7 million. He already gave her $7 million in the divorce that she pledged to charity. Correct. The charity ain't got SHI 6 years later. 1,000%. 1,000%. That's why it's like you got to pay that money back. You got to pay that money back, ma'am. Just a shiesty sister. Well, she ain't no sister, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, Sister Jamie, I'm ending this 13-hour shift, but I am here to listen and support until I pass out. Thank you so much, Miss Classy Diva. I appreciate the support, honey. Wow, Wade, IDK, pay me. It sounded like they were allegedly both getting loaded and doing things to each other. She cost him work. No way, ma'am. Exactly. Like, nah, she gonna have to pay that. And now it's, girl, I know they gotta be. Girl, I know her stomach is just low. You know how you just get that low feeling in your stomach, girl. And I know her feeling is low because she probably finna get dropped from other projects that she was supposed to be working on. And the general public don't want to see her doing that anyway. And when you have the general public that's pretty much spending their money to see certain films, let me tell you, these studio execs not finna, I don't see them going forward with her. I really, really don't. I don't see them going forward with her. But I tell you one thing, they might want to get with Johnny Depp though and see what they can make happen. Because if they paid attention to this court case and just watched the millions of people that were tuned in, for me, that makes me believe you're going to have a great percentage of those same individuals willing to watch Johnny Depp's films. And I can imagine how many studios are sending him scripts behind the scenes that we don't know about. I can imagine how many studios are trying to be the first film that he shoots and releases, because that film is likely going to be the one that's going to bring in so much fucking money for them. Okay, especially during this time, they in his emails talking to his agents. I'm sure he got some deals on the table right now. He's just not saying a whole lot. Oh, which one? Which one? Tell me which one. He already got one coming. Amber and Johnny was the 2020. Whitney and Bobby, the white version. I can't. Johnny did all this to clear his name. He lost his whole professional career behind this. The money should be the cherry on top. I agree. I definitely agree. Okay. We want to watch Johnny anyway. The lady effed up the bag. Agreed. I always love me some Johnny Depp. I always thought he was so handsome. Oh my God, he is so handsome. I mean, not that he's not attractive now, but I've always loved me some Johnny Depp. So I'm ready to see him back on the screen. I hope he takes on some new opportunities. We are going to see. It's time for him to elevate a bit. Okay, there's a petition to remove her from Aquaman 2. I did hear about that. She deserves all this energy with her lying ass. Girl, it's the energy that she gave on stand for me that I'll never forget. And I don't know if I'll ever forgive her for it, the way she acted and played in the faces of the jurors and the judge. I said, wow, this is, child. Not she'll be shaving her head and things very soon. Oh my. Oh wow. Speaking of which, don't you find it odd that this whole publicized like it was the OJ trial, right? Exactly. And I'm like, it's a defamation case. Maybe because he was such a big star, but I feel like Cardi B is a big artist. So for them to not even have that thing like televised or whatnot, I'm surprised because I'm like, I would have watched that for sure. This was so messy. They were so toxic and violent to each other. The trial was too much. The world was acting like it was a trial for murder. That is true. It was definitely major for some reason. I mean, I want to believe that it's because he's a big time celebrity. But I mean, hell, like I said, Cardi was a big one, so I don't understand it. I feel like Megan is a big one too. Are we gonna see that one? Okay, because that was damn near about to be one, a big M. Try had it hit and ricochet something else on her body. So I would like to see that towards the end of the year, whenever that, and then first of all, I want to see what's going on in the Megan and Tory trial anyway, because y'all done dragged us from 2020 to 2021 to 2022. Girl, y'all done did all this fucking dragging of us. So somebody need to get in there with that camera and let us see what's going on inside the courtroom. Period. But anyway, girl, let's scoot over. All right. So let's get into this story real quickly. This little girl here, well, actually it's not a little girl. First of all, they was promoting the picture that says the mother arrested. They were promoting this picture as though that was the 10-year-old girl. And I said, well, ma'am, I don't know if this is a 10-year-old or a grown as woman. Like, what's going on? So this is the mother. Okay. So there was an incident that took place where this mother got into it with this lady that you see here, this other woman. And when they got into this altercation, it resulted in this little girl grabbing a item, because I think her mom gave her a bag, and in that bag it had the item. The little girl grabbed the item and ended up popping the woman, unaliving the woman. Do you hear what I say? Yes, ma'am. Unalived the woman, unfortunately. Give me 1 second. Let me get to this. Thank you so much, Dr. Payne, for the super chat. Morning, Jamie. I watched the trial and she lied and lied and lied and tried to play the jury. Okay? She couldn't cry. She's a bad actress and he suffered for 6 years. Correct, which is why I think that he should not waive not a single penny, because he already came down on, I think the punitive damages or something. He came down by 350,000. So that's enough. That's all. Thank you so much, Dr. Payne, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, guys. So this 10-year-old Florida girl caps her neighbor who her mom ended up fighting. Okay. And this happened, I believe, on Memorial Day. The girl and her mother were taken into custody following this this fatal capping of their neighbor who was 41. So the woman that was fighting her, the little girl's mom was like 31, but this woman was actually 41. And I'm like, well, why do they look the reverse? Why the victim look like she about 31, but the mama look like she 41? But anyway, girl, let me keep going, honey. Let's keep going. So the neighbors reported that Rogers, which is the neighbor, the woman that passed away, was grilling outside her unit at around 11:45 p.m. Now on Monday, this was when the little girl's mama, who they claim was drunk, walked over to the woman and slapped her. Girl, not you don't walked up to this lady and she over there frying some stuff up at 11:45 trying to feed her family. And you don't walked up here and just hauled off and slapped this lady. This lady probably didn't even know which way was right and didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, girl, what you slapped me for? You don't walked over here and just popped me because you drunk. We definitely going at it. What's going on with you? So then Miss Rogers, the victim, turned around and slapped her back. I know that's right. You finna walk up here while I'm grilling, and you better be glad I didn't burn your ass, girl. Sat up here and slap me in my face. Yeah, let me return it. All right. And the two women began fighting at that point. At one point, the police said that the young girl's mom handed her daughter a bag that had an item in it. The 10-year-old pulled the loaded item out of the purse and squeezed off 2 rounds. Pop, pop. And she should have got her little popped. Okay, not with an item, but with a little belt or some girl, or something like what's going on with you? And I believe they say that this wasn't really this little girl's first time doing stuff like this. Now, they're saying the victim was taken to a medical center where she was later pronounced unalived. Okay. Now, the girl's mother was arrested on charges of manslaughter by culpable negligence, child neglect. She was also charged with, and also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor and aggravated assault with a firearm. Miss Ma'am was remaining in jail without bond. Child. Yeah. See what a night of drunkenness will get your ass locked up on a serious charge. And I hate it for that woman because all she doing is minding her business. She's grilling. It's late at night and somebody that started something with you and then you ended up being unalive all because of that. You ended up being taken out of this world when all you was trying to do was fry you up a little steak or a little hamburger or a little hot dog or something. Okay. And now you gone and you out of here. Oh, girl. Let's see what else they're saying because now the little girl is being charged. Let me go to that and see. They're saying the Florida girl who is 10 years old is arrested in, regarding the situation that took place with her mom fighting that woman. All right. What else are they saying? They said the child who has not yet publicly been named was heard shouting, "She shouldn't have hit my mama." Not you done pop this woman and then go sit there and tell me some she shouldn't have hit your mama when your mama was the one that ran over there and hit her in her face. Lock her up. Lock her little bad ass up. Lock her up. Because you done sat up here and took somebody's whole life. A good 40 some years on this earth and you just 10. Ooh, Ooh, Lord have mercy. Thank you so much again for the super chat, Dr. Payne. Whatever happened to just throwing grits? That's what I'm saying. She should have threw the whole grill on her, to be honest with you, girl. That's what she should have did. She wouldn't have had time to give nobody no bag with nothing in it. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Girl, I can't. Let's keep going. All right, the 10-year-old was taken into custody and she now faces a second-degree charge, okay, which is punishable up to life. Girl, not you being 10. Not you being 10 and you're going to be in there for the rest of your life. And then tell someone, well, she shouldn't have hit my mama. Well, your mama, I hope she going to be in there to take care of you, girl, when y'all in prison. I hate it. I hate it for you, girl. I really do. This is really sad. Let's see, because I did see a story where they said this little girl ended up unaliving her cousin. Let's see if there's anything in this particular article about this little girl. Because that didn't make any sense. I think I saw it on another site. Let me see if I can go to their site and see if it's still up there. But yeah, that was crazy to me. And it's really, she should have never hit my mama. For me, when your mama was the one that walked over there and slapped this lady in her face. Yeah, lock her ass up. Lock her up. Lock her the hell up. Lock her up. Yeah, so here it is. Let me see. I'll probably try to share my screen with you guys so that you can see what I see, honey. All right. So what they're saying is 10, let me see, give me 1 second. Here we go. All right, so they're saying 10-year-old Florida girl who popped in unalived a woman her mother was involved in a fight with last week has been charged, okay, with that death. They said that she also stabbed her 8-year-old cousin. Stabbed her 8-year-old cousin. Ain't that something? Let me see what they're saying. A 10-year-old Orlando girl has been arrested on charges in a capping death of a woman who was fighting with her mother last month. The girl, whom News 6 is not identifying at this time, was arrested on Tuesday and charged with second degree. Now, however, the state attorney's office released a statement about the arrest. It stated that no charging decision has been made. Our office has started the process of reviewing this case and will consider all facts, including the age of the child. Okay. We anticipate that whatever charges we eventually file, if any, will ensure she receives the interventions necessary to address her behavior and help her change and grow. Girl, ain't no growing her. Not if y'all saying that this little girl unalived her cousin and then turned around and took out somebody else that's older. No, ma'am. There is no helping her. I'm sorry. Let me read some of these comments. The mother failed the child in the worst way possible. She did her mom's dirty work. What the fuck? But taking out your cousin, she's going to grow up doing this. So jail is where she belongs. I agree. I agree. Somebody says, see, as a parent, how do you allow your child to develop such behavior? She ain't got no good behavior. Getting over there, getting drunk, not thinking about her kids, walking over there wanting to clap somebody. Ooh, girl. She's emulating what she's seen. That is correct. That is correct. Oh, child. Did they drop the charges against her mom? Child, I don't think so. They both, not with all the charges that mama got. The mama's gonna be in jail, like, period. Period. Because of all of the charges that she got, she's going to be in jail. Period. Okay, girl, I just cannot. She gonna walk over there and slap that lady in the face. Who do you think you are? Girl, anyway, let me keep going. Okay, at 10, she has exactly 2 people. Keep her locked up. Exactly. Everyone can be helped. You don't throw the baby away with the bathwater. Well, she gonna have to go out today. She done took 2 people out. She's gonna have to, I'm sorry, she's gonna have to go out today. And maybe she can be redeemed, child, when she ain't around their mama. And now that she ain't got no choice but to be locked down and learn better behavior. You probably got a very true point there. But she has to go out today. Just for today, she gonna have to go. And she gonna have to sit. Right. Imagine minding your business, listening to your music and somebody's kid, somebody mama. First of all, let's start with the mama, somebody mama, then the kid. Okay. Actually, in some states, if they do it before a certain age, they will only be in. That is very true until the age of 21. That is very, very, very true. Then the records will be expunged. They did say that they don't have any final. Well, see, I'm not sure because initially they're saying that they didn't have any final decision on what was going to happen when they picked her up. Now it's coming out that they are going to indeed charge this little girl with, the big M. And I'm wondering if it's because of what they could have learned about the stabbing of the little cousin, which is why they decided to elevate it and be like, you know what? Yeah, menace to society. Let's go ahead and take care of this situation now. And things can change, right? People can get, locked up, and over time, things could change to where she is, a changed person, and she has grown, and then now they're going to release her. So anything can change for her. But right now, I just think she needs to be off the streets right now, doing this dirty work of her mom. Like, ain't that's crazy? This is so messy early in the morning. Keep her locked up for a while. Ain't it messy, girl? All right, she's raising a serial unaliver. Right. They both need to sit down, sit this one out. That little girl probably know every City Girl song word for word. Not every City Girl song. I cannot. She probably know more than that. Yes, please lock little Miss Hell on wheels. Please lock little Miss Hell on Wheels up. Oh my God. She needs a whipping every morning just in case she want to wake up on violence. The definition of choosing violence. Girl, I can't. Her mama and her chose violence that night. Oh Lord. Oh my. Oh my. You guys are out of control early in the morning. Okay. Let's keep going. Before we move on, let's get into something else real quick. Like, these individuals ended up being arrested for robbing an ATM. I don't even know how you can rob an ATM, child. I just know the ATM be robbing me. All right. That's what I do know, girl. Charge about $5 just to get some of my money out. Girl, you the one who put the machine here for convenience. Excuse me. And then now you want to overcharge? Ooh. Anyway, they're saying a Houston man raps about robbing ATMs on YouTube, later arrested after allegedly robbing an ATM. What a dummy. What a dummy. A Houston YouTuber who raps about robbing ATMs out of state was arrested this week for allegedly robbing an ATM technician in Tennessee. So you done brought it's all the way from Houston, Texas to Tennessee. And I bet you went out there to Memphis, didn't you? I bet you did. I bet you took your ass out there to Memphis and then sat up there and robbed that ATM technician. And you thought that you wasn't going to get caught, like you can't get locked up in another state. And you over here rapping about it over there on doggone YouTube, down to the YouTube. What a dummy. And then you done brought these other hooligans with you to get them tied and caught the hell up like you. Girl. According to Nashville police, Darius Douglas, Chandra Douglas, not y'all being siblings, girl. Or is y'all cousins? I wouldn't think y'all married, but who knows? Okay, Christopher Alton and girl, what kind of name is this? Ladesian Riley were all arrested after checking out of a motel in Dixon, Tennessee. That's where y'all was. How far is Dixon from Memphis? Is it right outside the city? Somebody let me know. Riley, who uses a stage name on YouTube, recently shared a music video called "Make It Home." Well, you didn't make it home, baby. You didn't. You did not make it home because you got arrested. Anyway, in the video, Riley raps about frequently robbing ATMs out of state. The lyric described having thousands of dollars in their vehicle, praying to avoid the chase and to make it home. Baby, you was not playing Jaheim. You wasn't. I hope you was, though, for whoever you with. If I don't make it home tonight. Okay, that's what you should have played some Jaheim. One last time, baby. Come on, Jaheim. Okay. Anyway, that's what you should have been playing for your lady, because you didn't make it home. But anyway, so they're saying if you're going to rap about it, then turn around and be about it and get caught. That's on you, says the Douglas Griffith police. They said you shouldn't do stupid crap and you definitely shouldn't violate the law and talk about it. I know that's real, Mr. Griffith. I know that's very real. Okay, if you're going to do stupid crap, you definitely shouldn't violate the law and talk about it. 100%. Now, authorities say the 4 Texans approached the ATM technician from behind and told him to not do anything stupid. Meanwhile, y'all doing something stupid. I can't. And to hand over the money. Later that day, Nashville police, Dixon police, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Violent Crimes Task Force tracked down and arrested the 4 individuals. So did y'all take the bags? Y'all didn't empty the bags or anything? Y'all didn't think that he had a tracker or anything like that? He probably tossed a little tracker or something in here and caught y'all. Girl, stop it. Girl, I cannot. The people helped them today. Online criminal records reveal at least 2 of the suspects were out of jail on felony bonds. Girl, y'all is getting locked up. Girl, y'all is getting locked up. I hate it for whoever signed y'all bonds. Okay? Because y'all just violated it. Them people probably gonna have to pay that money back or give up something. I don't know how that works, but I don't know. This your second time getting locked up. You probably gonna be trying to get another bond. They may say you can't get no bond because you done sat up here and violated the first bond. Just stupid. And had the audacity to tell this man not to do nothing stupid. Meanwhile, y'all done drove y'all ass all the way from Houston, Texas. Well, make it make sense. Thank you so much for the super chat. Share his video and help him go viral for bail. I don't even know that. Oh, they said the name. I gotta find him. I gotta find the young fool. Okay, I gotta find that name and see what we could do. But I don't really want to help no fool now, child. Now wait a minute. Okay, because he ain't had no business wasting these folks' gas to get these folks locked up now. Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. They're saying convicted felons during their music videos with certain items. How dumb is that? That right there is enough for them to get charged again, says Griffith. And I agree. Like, if you know you ain't supposed to have no weapons and like that, then girl, what you doing the most for? Not you out here. Ooh, girl, not these folks. Help the people. You already ain't supposed to have it. And y'all just be thinking y'all could do whatever. You already at a disadvantage because of who you is, what you look like. Then you go out here and get these folk more reason. Help them. Wow. Let's keep going because Mr. Griffith is funny. Okay, he says they want to glorify the fact that they're criminals. That saddens me because we have all of these kinds of kids watching this and they're glorifying it. And these kids look up to them. It's dumb. These guys are dumb. They deserve to be tossed into jail just for being dumb. Why do I feel like Mr. Griffith is black? Girl, let me look this man up. Douglas Griffith. Okay, because if that ain't no black name, he might be white, child. Let me see. I just want to see what he look like. Girl, no, Mr. Griffith white with a mustache. You funny, Mr. Griffith. Oh, wow. Well, Mr. Griffith is funny, honey. Ooh. Well, let's see what else they're saying. Let's see. All four of the Texans face federal charges. What a dumbass. What a dummy. Federal charges. The FBI is now investigating to determine if they committed similar robberies before. Dummies. Woo, chillax. Well, either way, good luck. Let's go ahead and scoot over to some other things. Okay. Let's talk about Miss Amanda Seales. All right. Amanda Seales let's say this. Y'all know Amanda Seales, actress, very outspoken woman, got a chance to be a part of The Real. All right. She's more in touch with like social issues and things like that, especially with the Black community. So she got a chance to be on The Real for about half a year, I think. About half a year. It wasn't working. She decided to go ahead and just leave the platform. Well, y'all know The Real, probably a year later or so, girl, then got canceled. Sad to hear it. Don't wish that on nobody, especially when people have jobs, you know what I'm saying, during this time. So now they got to try and find another production gig real quick. So it can be very stressful, I'm sure. So yeah, they're now being canceled, and they recently did, like, I guess you could say, like a reunion / flashback show or whatever through the years, and they did not include Amanda on that. I don't even think they put Amanda in the thumbnail or nothing. It was just like she was never a part of the show. I think they included Tamar, but I don't believe they included Amanda at all, and I feel like that was shade. And Amanda didn't really take too much of liking to that, but I'm gonna let you guys hear what Amanda had to say.
In this particular instance, I'm going to stand on the fact that at the end of the day, if you're going to do a retrospective of the show over the years that it's been on and the hosts that have been on it, it don't matter what I say.
You were a host of the
I was
show.
a host on the show.
I mean, they kind of proved you right. You know what I mean? Seriously, if you're saying that this show wasn't good for my spirit because of X, Y, and Z, and then they purposely and intentionally leave you out, it's like...
Which I have confirmed was the case.
Duh, it's obvious.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, we forgot her. It's nah.
Yeah.
Then people are like, oh, well, she was only there for 5 minutes. No. I was there for 6 months. Mm-hmm. 3 of those months were in a pandemic. I committed myself to this and I gave myself to that. And I know that I contributed immensely to that space.
Right. Mm-hmm. What about the women on the show when they see you, the other hosts? Are they friendly? Do you speak to
we haven't even seen anybody really. And like Jeannie and Adrian hit me up and were like, that's bullshit. We did not realize that was, happening. And we were going to do an Instagram live, but then our schedules didn't line up and it was just like, it's fine. But, I talk to Jeannie and Adrian all the time.
All right, y'all just heard Miss Amanda Seales. I think that was a bit messed up because y'all, I'm sure, sought her out. And at the end of the day, whether she sought y'all out or vice versa, you guys chose to accept her to be a part of the crew, to be a part of the host. So I think it would not have hurt them at all if they would have put in a quick 1 minute or 2 minute segment of her being a part of the show. Like, it really does not hurt when you're in the editing room, like, for real. So yeah, like I think that was messed up. They didn't have to do Miss Amanda like that. I think that Amanda probably, with her being a very outspoken person, and I think that she's one that likes to hold people accountable for their actions, they probably just couldn't handle the accountability that she was out there laying out for the people. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been a little bit of that. I'm not sure. But what I am saying is that it was messed up for them to not include somebody that was actually a part of the show. And probably the reason why some other people that weren't watching The Real started watching because of her. I think that's messed up. I mean, like, people should, like, ain't nobody tired of doing Amanda wrong yet. People should get tired. I don't really be seeing for real the issue that y'all be having with this girl. I really like Amanda. So I don't like that they did that to her. I think that was messed up. But what I found to be interesting was when she said that Jeannie and Adrian reached out to her. And I said, no, Lonnie? I said, Lonnie didn't reach out? Are you sure? But I said, let me go. I'm going to go back, and I have yet to do it, but I'm going to go back and watch the interview in its entirety. But that was interesting that I didn't hear that Lonnie reached out to her. So I don't know. I don't know, girl. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about that. I don't know. I don't. Girl, I feel like Phaedra when she sat down with Michael over there on Wendy and she didn't want to speak on Miss Nene. That's all, folks. Girl, okay, because that's how I'm feeling about Miss Alani. Because in all honesty, the thought that comes to my head is the Tamar situation. And when Tamar felt like Lonnie was the one that slighted her, and it's like, Lonnie, you want to reach out and say nothing to Amanda? You ain't want to read, okay? But I don't know. That crossed my mind, but I don't know the particulars. Okay, what I can say is that was messed up. Just my thoughts, girl. Just my thoughts. That was messed up. But either way, good luck. Okay, let's go ahead and scoot on. 1 second, let me read this. I like that Amanda challenged them to stop being fake, especially Tamara. I still can't believe that's really Tamara's personality. Listen, I don't know. I still like Tamara, even though she may not, share the same opinion as I do. I still definitely like Tamara. And I forgot Tamara left the show. I forgot that she ended up leaving the show. Tamara probably knew where they were headed anyway and was like, let me jump ship because this right here is not, it's not what it is that I wanted. Okay. It's changed. Things are changing and I don't like the space that we're in. But I know some people had rumored that the reason she left was because her husband had been getting ridiculed. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, she probably would have left a long time ago. Because ever since she'd been on the show and we knew she got married to, the Caucasian man, I feel like she's always gotten ridiculed for that. Right. So I feel like she probably would have been left, but it makes me think that she could have saw something different with the show's dynamic behind the scenes and just felt like it wasn't the best fit for her. So she just left. Those are just my thoughts. Yeah. Hell, Lonnie didn't even show up on the show. Good night. Good night. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and switch gears and let's get into some mess, girl. Ugh, let's talk about some mess. Okay. Because I feel like this is messy. So I don't know if you guys watch Bad Boys LA. That comes on Zeus. All right. Some people do, some people don't. So y'all know this is a show. I believe it was like produced or some kind of created by Miss Natalie Nunn. Because y'all know Natalie Nunn was on Bad Girls Club years ago. And then she did this show called Baddies ATL that I couldn't get into and don't think I'm gonna get into the new season. Talking about Baddies South. I think it kind of irritates me slightly seeing how grown and old these ladies are and y'all still out here throwing hands. Like that's why? And Natalie got a whole husband and a daughter. Like, girl, we still on that. Like, girl, you should be on your Shawnee. Okay. Don't be getting down in the trenches with the ladies. Okay. Maybe you could be the puppet master and watch from afar, slide in a little bit like you did on Bad Boys and then slide back out. You know what I'm saying? But girl, you be trying to get in the trenches with the people. And it's like, it's not adding up for me. But anyway, girl. So y'all, if y'all have been watching the latest season, y'all know that Jonathan, who is a hairstylist, very popular hairstylist, came in and punked the hell out of Milan, which I absolutely enjoyed because Milan was walking around like he was that guy and he was that girl in the house until Jonathan came and punked him out. So Milan decided he was going to call one of his friends, girl. He called one of his friends to fight Jonathan for him in so many words, only for the friend to get dragged, literally. When I tell you when I tell you Jonathan punched his friend, I thought I was watching Dragon Ball Z. The way this man flew from the middle of the living room to the other side, I said, oh, wow. So Jonathan was really out here handing it to the people. He fought that boy about maybe 4 times, beat his tail. He done scared Milan. Milan done ran out the room. Ran out the room screaming. So I said, oh my God, he got a fire extinguisher. Da, 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 da. But what Jonathan says is the reason he had the fire extinguisher was because Milan had mace in his hands. He was going to mace him. And I know that's motherfucking right. You ain't finna mace me and think that I ain't finna douse you with this fire extinguisher, baby. We both gonna be blind. What you talking about? Yes, you can get it. And then I'm going to clunk you with it. And it's the fact that Jonathan was climbing up walls while being held by security just to jump onto Milan's homeboy. I screamed and cackled. And when he got on top of the boy, he lightly pulled out this man's braids, literally just gently pulling them out. It was like he was laying in the ground, pulling out grass from the ground. Like that's how easily the braids came out this man's head. I cannot. Okay. The braids came out of his head easily. Jonathan wore them as a costume. I can't. Like how you come in there trying to defend Milan and you get your ass whooped. talking about something. When Jonathan said, I'm just trying to see Milan, is this our bedroom? Because he was willing to share with Milan. And Milan said, no, it's not our bedroom. Then Jonathan was like, okay, then it's my bedroom. And then he'll go, Rio, talk about something. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Then he ran up and literally got done all the way up. Girl, I said, what is happening? And I can't stand Rio now because Rio is on the Milan list for me that I don't like. And he over there trying to get on social media. And he said something like, he was trying to make fun of Gutta and saying, I need Jonathan to come do my hair because of some Gutta, whatever like that. And then I said, baby, don't be trying to sit up here and get friendly with the person that beat your ass. Everybody always want to get cool with the person that got beat up by. I said, don't do that. And then he responded to me and said something like, you don't even understand. Something he said to me, and I said, no. Oh, no, he said, you have too much time. And I said, I have the same amount of time, sir, that you have when you came up there trying to fight for somebody and got your ass whooped. That's the same time that I'm on, baby. You remember how much time you had? How much time Jonathan gave your ass when he whooped your ass multiple times throughout that house? We're on the same time, sweetheart. Okay? But anyway, child, let's keep going. So it's just a messy situation. Then they're going to bring this boy to the house. Then Milan going to do an interview with Armand, talk about it was always the plan for Rio to come into the house. Girl, no, it wasn't. It was not the plan for that man to come into the house. You just needed a bodyguard and you needed some protection. Because if it was the plan, we would have knew more about him ahead of time. Girl, he was not in no advertisements or nothing because he was never supposed to be there. Baby, Andrew got more promo than Rio because Andrew was supposed to be there and he skated out. So you're not going to play with America. You're not going to play with me. But anyway, so let me tell y'all. Missy is getting in the streets, okay? So Natalie Nunn did a live a week or two ago with all of the bad boys, and she's trying to do a reunion, right? Well, when they got on the live with Jonathan kept it real frank, and that's what I like about Jonathan's personality. He doesn't change himself for who he's talking to. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. It's like how you take it is how you take it, and I really like that. He's himself, right? He told Lemuel, like, I don't want to do this bad boy stuff. Like, I'm cool on it. Like, I want my own docuseries. Like, I want to show like my come up and where I'm at today, like where I started versus where I'm at. That's what I want to do. And it seems like they may have actually been considering the fact that they ain't got SHI going on their app anyway. And I'm finna cancel when Bad Boys LA go off. I don't care nothing about Baddies South, baby. So I'm like, you might as well give him the show that he wants, because one, it's going to give a different type of content that's on the platform. So it's only going to make sense for y'all to do that. It's going to give a different type of content. And a lot of people, everybody loves Jonathan right now. So give him what he wants. I promise the people are going to tune in. So there's that. All right. So after that, we saw where Milan gets upset. He's trying to go off on Lemuel. He's trying to go off on Natalie because, this is the real reason why Milan got mad, y'all. So when his friend Rio was getting his ass ragged and tagged, girl, I'm talking about ragged and motherfucking tagged. Girl, Milan was sitting up high in the bushes looking down. This man ran out of the house to go run and sit on Brick and had the audacity to sit up there and say that Zeus edited it to make it seem like he was scared. Baby, Zeus didn't have to do anything. It was you running out of the room, out downstairs into the outside. That was enough for us to know how scared you were of him. Actually, when you called Rio the first time was enough for us to know how scared you were of Jonathan. And when I tell you Jonathan plowed the fuck out of Rio, baby, I would have ran too. And I would not have sat on the brick, on the high level fence. I really would have climbed to the top of the roof and probably sat on the chimney, hoping that I would not fall the hell in. Do you hear what I say? I would have been like Dylan's fake ass. Y'all know I can't stand Dylan, ready to jump the gate after he just got beat up by Riley. All right. But anyway, girl, that's one of the things that he was really, really mad about. So he calling producers and stuff like, why did y'all do that? Why did y'all do that? Y'all da-da-da-da-da. And it was so funny because the producer did not necessarily validate him. She just said, you and I know what happened. I wasn't in the editing room. You know, I don't know. Like, she really didn't validate you, sir, while you tried to record this woman and put her out there. She didn't validate you. You jumped scared and the cameras were there to witness it. Just like you hurried up and turned in Jonathan's information to the police with your scary ass. But you keep running around talking about how much of a boss you are. Anyway, girl, so let's fast forward. because I had to give it to him because y'all know I ain't been reviewing Bad Boys. So I had to just go ahead and just let it out just a little bit. But anyway, so it looks like they're trying to do a Bad Boys Atlanta. And this is not going to be a production of Zeus. Girl, if anything, Milan decided that he's going to go and create his own streaming network called Milan Christopher TV. I'm screaming. Like, what is this? What is this? He's putting it out. And it's so funny to see Moolah up here standing next to these two gay men. From my understanding, Rio is gay. So it's like you was just sitting up here acting like you just so against gays, all this other stuff, these acts that you was doing. Girl, let me not, because I'm about to go in on Moolah's teeth, and he has the audacity, girl, not with them chiclets that's brown, not the brown chiclets that's cracked. But anyway, girl, you have the audacity, all right, to try to come at the gay community for whatever reason, showing how uncomfortable you are within your damn self, which is why we like Curtis so much, because Curtis, you can look and tell to me, I don't believe Curtis is gay at all, but he's so comfortable in himself that it's nothing for him to engage in conversation and talk to Gutter like they brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his little brother or whatever the case may be. Like, what? Oh, girl, I just, And then now you over here doing a whole show with them called Bad Boys Atlanta. So what ended up happening once this dropped, because people got confused and they're like, oh my God, is this Zeus? Is this a new one? Is this a new one? Zeus said, baby, this ain't no new show. Girl, this is not no new show. So Zeus came out and said, the Zeus Network has been made aware that Milan Christopher has issued a casting call for a show called Bad Boys Atlanta. This show is not affiliated with Zeus, and the use of the Bad Boys name in connection with this program is a violation of Zeus's exclusive intellectual property. Sorry, guys, intellectual property rights. Zeus must protect the use of his intellectual property. And as a result, Zeus has issued not a cease and desist to Mr. Christopher pertaining to his unauthorized use of Zeus's trademark and other rights. This is interesting and this is messy. They're saying furthermore, Mr. Christopher's contract, as well as the contracts for Rio and Mulamo or Moo, whatever the hell his name is, with Zeus contains an exclusivity period provision in which they agree that they would not appear on another reality TV show until June of 2023. Hella interesting. I told y'all that before. When people work on different sets, movies and other stuff, sometimes even if you book as like not even a major role on some sets, they can tie you up to not work for the rest of the year, which could possibly suck for you, because if you're not getting paid enough to take care of your household that whole year, then yikes. You can continue to audition or whatever you're gonna do, but you can't, you know what I'm saying, book anything. Hello? Or I'm not going to say you can't book anything. You could book something, but you can't like film anything during that time frame. So there's that. What else? They're saying that they weren't supposed to do anything without giving first obtaining Zeus's written permission. So it's kind of like Zeus has the first right of refusal. So you can go and say, hey, these are the projects I'm trying to work on, and they can tell you yes or no. Like, yeah, you can work on that because we don't have nothing scheduled at that time, or they can tell you, no, you can't. So according to Mr. Christopher, Rio and Moolah are not permitted to appear on another reality series at this time. They said, we apologize for any confusion surrounding the next installment of the Bad Boys franchise. Currently, we look forward to the second season's audition of the Bad Boys in Houston, Texas this weekend. Girl, this right here is messy, because what they ended up doing shortly thereafter was dropping this. So they are having auditions in Houston with the celebrity judges. We don't know who the mystery judge is going to be at this time, but they do have Jonathan and they do have Natalie. And I'm sure Milan is probably mad because he ain't one of them judges. Yikes. They need to put Relly B up there. They need to be Jonathan, Natalie, and Relly, in my opinion, girl. So let me tell y'all what ended up happening after all of this drop, girl. Ooh, and after Zeus decided that they was going to call Milan to the front and tell him, like, baby, no, you're affecting our intellectual property. Like, you're violating rights, trademarks, all of that stuff. What do you think you're doing? So this is what Milan had to say.
Dear Zeus, dear Lemuel Plummer, dear Natalie Nunn, sweetie, you don't own the rights to a fuck-ass thing. It's a Bad Boys movie, Bad Boys Records, and has been tons of motherfucking Bad Boys TV shows before you even came out with motherfucking Bad Boys LA. So releasing a statement saying your intellectual property, you don't have any intellectual property that has anything to do with Bad Boys Atlanta, which has actually been copyrighted and trademarked by me. So go mind your motherfucking business, bitch. And with that being said, make sure you guys come out to June 18th for the Bad Boys Atlanta casting call. Make sure you click on MCTV Streaming Network and fill out your applications so you guys can come out and have the opportunity to be on a new show.
That's messed up. That's messed up. If you ask me, that is completely F the hell up. To tell these people that they do not own the rights to the name that they started and that he does. And we'll get into that in just a second, okay? Let's get into what Rio had to say.
So listen, let me explain something to y'all. We ain't no stupid niggas over here. We done everything we need to do to make sure it's a go. So keep submitting. Bad Boys ATL, we here. We lit. No fucks given.
Girl, I can't. I cannot. Then you got Rio on there. Girl, I cannot. I can't. Like, so let me tell y'all what else happened. So I don't have it right here in front of me. It was sent to me, but I did not have time to put it into my thing. So I apologize about that. But I'll tell y'all what Milan recently posted and what he took down. So what Milan ended up posting was him actually having the trademarks to certain names, y'all. And those names, let me see if I can pull it up real quick, girl, because this is some messy here. Girl, he done damn near trademark everybody's name. Let's just talk about it. He done trademark everybody's name. Here it is right here. Let me put. Okay, so yeah, he trademarked the name Bad Boys Atlanta. I'm sorry, trademarked it. He done put up his the person's name that he had to process the trademarking. He done trademarked badboyatlanta.com, badboyla.com, badboysatl.com, badboysatlanta.com, badboysla.com. Yet again. So it's Bad Boy LA and badboysla.com. Do you hear what I'm telling y'all? Whew, girl, if he did not pull a Diana from what was that show called? Miss Diana with the girls dancing dolls. If he didn't pull a Diana the way Diana pulled one over there on Southern University, I don't know who did. Then he showed his documents of registration. Now, I don't think these are finalized yet. And who's to say that Zeus didn't already submit it? So if Zeus already submitted it, y'all know that trademarking stuff now is taking longer, right? So it could take anywhere from 6 months to a year, right? So if Zeus put their application in before Milan, then his application could actually get bumped. Now, he may get access to some of the stuff because he filed so many for different ones, but we just gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see. But when he put all of this up on the post of everything he's gotten trademarked, this is what he said in the caption. He says, "Dear Miss Natalie Nunn, you and the Zeus Network and Lemuel Plummer might want to tread lightly with the defamation post and speaking on my," all caps, "intellectual property, because I am the actual owner, copyrighted and trademarked and LLC'd," which he did have an LLC in Atlanta. He says, "I am the legal owner of Bad Boys and Bad Boys Atlanta and all domain names. So actually, you are infringing on my intellectual property. Now, don't make me get nasty with you stinkers." I can't stand this. Anyway, see y'all at #BadBoysATL casting Saturday, June 18th. Checkmate. Listen to me. That is some shady mofo SHI. That is shady as hell. Now, I have to give it to Milan, as much as I hate to. That's how you play a mofo too. At the same time, you play with me, I'm gonna play with you. I'm finna go buy up the domains and trademark the names that y'all have yet to do so. Now run it. And then I got smart enough and wise enough to create his own streaming network. And as much as I may not like it, he looked like he may have an audience that's going to buy into what it is that he got going on. Ooh. Girl, I hate to see it. Let me see what this comment is saying here. The trademark can be denied if Zeus was using Bad Boys before he trademarked the name and decided to trademark the name, showing proof they used it first. Whoop, there it is. Because see, that's what they're gonna be battling, I'm sure, because they used the name first in all paperwork, and then they're gonna be able to show and prove that he signed on to this project, and then at a later time decided that he wanted to go and try and trademark it. But listen, if Zeus, as a quote unquote network or whatever they want to call themselves, started to operate with this name, not trying to trademark it at all, that's very disappointing. That's very disappointing if you're going to be on that large enough of a platform for millions and millions of people, and y'all didn't get y'all stuff in order. So I'm having a hard time believing that they didn't. So I want to believe that they did do and take the necessary steps to get their stuff trademarked. And maybe Milan was just a little too late and decided to file anyway, because he probably didn't, when he searched for it, he probably didn't see a name or anything, right? I'm not sure how it works. My attorney's working on that, but I'm not sure how it fully works. But I'm thinking that he could have did a search and probably did not see anything linked to Bad Boys LA, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't already being processed, considering the fact of now, you know, how long it's taking for stuff to get done. So yeah, girl, we just gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. Did you see what Natalie posted from Zeus on IG? I just got here. I don't know if you saw it. Are you speaking on the Bad Boys thing, the Bad Boys Houston? Because I think I did see this post. I think she posted this, but that's all that I have seen. I don't follow her for real to see everything, but I did see this. Okay, so I think that you could be talking about that. Not sure. What about Bad Boys the movie? These people are wasting money on trademarks thinking it's a smart move, but it's more to it. I do not know about Bad Boys the movie. I don't know. Thank you so much, Mims, for the super chat. You saw Bobby and Roland Ray doing a show. I did see that, and I'm not interested. I did see that. I think it's great that both of them are working together, because Bobby never had an issue with Roland Ray to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Roland Ray just funny as hell. And I am glad to see that he's coming back, because y'all know, I think he ended up catching C-19. He's been very, low key. We haven't been hearing anything from him. And I was worried. I was like, where's Roland Ray? Like, is he okay? Like, what's going on with him? So it was great. It was great to see that he is going to be connected with Bobby, and they're going to be doing a show together. So I think that's really good. And for Bobby to look out for him and to pull him on to what he got going on and to put money in his pocket. So I think that's a really good thing. So shout out to them for doing that. It's just that I'm not really interested in watching. But, my mind could change. That's how I feel today. We shall see. Okay. Let's see. They're going to open a can of worms. The big boys who actually can do something with the name going to smash everything. Ooh, child, we gonna see. Because I don't know when Milan filed this, and I don't know how legit it is, but we just gonna have to wait and see what it's really looking like. But let's go ahead and scoot over, guys. Let's scoot over, okay? Let's go ahead and get into some things that we really care to talk about. And that is Miss oh, wow. Miss Marlo Hampton and Miss Kandi Burruss of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is messy. Now, yesterday I came to you guys regarding a podcast interview that Carlos King did with Miss Marlo Hampton. She talked about a lot of stuff in that interview. She talked about the relationship with Nene, why she gives Nene grace for throwing shade at her, but won't give Kenya more the same grace. All right. She gives it to Nene because she feel like Nene put money in her pocket, and she's always been there, and she's used to Nene. She expects Nene to act the way she acts. She gives Nene passes for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, then, Marlo, girl. Okay. We just asking for you to just at least, give a little grace to Kenya. If not, Kenya going to continue to drag you accordingly. But anyway, she also touched on Miss Kandi Burruss and how she felt like Kandi need to, calm down with the sex and things, okay? And she said that Kandi is effed out all over Atlanta, which was messed up. And I'll play that clip in just a second. But she also spoke on her mom and how her mom was a side woman to her dad, and her dad was a married man. I never heard that story before, so that was interesting for Marlo to go ahead and mention that to us, letting us know about it. She said that she'll never play another woman because of how she watched her mom do that. And I was just kind of like floored, like, dang, you went through a lot. You got to witness, and not that you wanted to, but you witnessed your mom being a mistress to a man that was married, being okay with being second. Then later on in life, you were pushed out to being into foster care. And then shortly after that, we see all of the series of mugshots. And then eventually you made it here. So that's just, Miss Marlo done been through a few things, but she about to go through a little more with Kandi, okay? She's about to go through a little more effing with Miss Kandi, all right? So I'm going to play a quick clip of what it is that Marlo had to say about Kandi over there on Carlos's, girl, over on this podcast. Girl, it was messy. Y'all might want to listen to it for yourself, but I'm going to play this little snippet, so check this out.
And if Kandi would just focus on, now say if we went there and she was like, hey, I'm going to teach you guys all how to contribute to a play and become a producer, how to get a restaurant, do some shit for the Black culture. We got enough babies and diseases out here. We don't need no shit else about sex, Kandi. You fucked out in Atlanta, okay? And I had plenty too, like you say. But girl.
All right, y'all just heard Miss Marlo, but before I go forward, I just want to shout out Miss Tracy for the Cash App that I just received. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. And Miss Steph, Miss Beauty Steph, I appreciate you as well for the Cash App. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all. I appreciate it. And to the people that have sent thanks to me on my videos that have already played, they went back and donated or whatever. Thank you guys so much for those. I appreciate it. All right. So yes, guys, Miss Marlo said that Miss Kandi was effed out around Atlanta. And I just kind of felt like that was harsh. That was extremely harsh. And I was like, that's not going to go over very well. And I was wondering if Mr. Andy was going to bring these things into the forefront when we have the reunion. Right. But I feel like he's not going to want to give that type of publicity or anything to Carlos at his podcast or whatever, because Carlos be bringing out some stuff. If anything, I feel Carlos is still helping the show, even though he ain't on the show, profiting from the show right now. All right, because he's not a part of the show. He got his own shows. He's still making it more entertaining with these interviews that he's doing, and it's causing us to come back and want to go and check out the show and see the dynamic, right? So he's definitely helping out these housewives. Meanwhile, Andy has his own serious show, and I don't think I've heard a lot about the housewives over on Andy's show. Here or there, girl. But anyway, Miss Kandi got a whiff of what it is Miss Marlo had to say. And Miss Marlo, you did not have to say that about Kandi. You really didn't, girl. I don't know why you always try to come for her. Like, granted, I agree with Marlo on Kandi need to chill out with the SCX talk, okay? But then I feel like that's also dependent upon who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy to talk about SCX all the time. That's just not me. But you have some people that enjoy talking about it, so some people are going to just enjoy what Kandi talking about. I'm not going to care too much about it. I don't want nobody else's husband buzzing on my cootie swab. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, that's not something that I'm going to be into, right? But so I definitely agree with her on that. But my thing is, Marlo, it seems like you always comfort Kandi about SCX because she is a woman that's very comfortable with herself and very open about that and has a whole company surrounded by that, which is a part of her brand. So any opportunity she gets to promote her businesses, she's going to do it. She's promoting the plays. She's promoting the OLGs and whatever other restaurant. Because I'm sure y'all gonna be going to one of her restaurants this year to sit down and eat. That's her way of promoting. She's going to always plug in bedroom Kandi. So that's just what it is. But I feel like it's because you cannot hold a candle to Kandi financially. So you can't speak down on that. Right? You speak down on what you feel you got a hold over other women. Like you may talk about their fashions or something like that. And you probably feel like since you're not as effed out or whatever the case may be, then you know what I'm saying? You'll talk about that with Kandi. And you all obviously know that that is something that bothers her. So then that's another reason why you like attack her in that manner. And I just think that's messed up. But let me tell you something, girl, you done met your match. Y'all, the way Kandi is finna snap off on Marlo, I'm gonna tell you, I have not heard Kandi talk like this except for the last time she told Mallory in the hotel room when she said, I would drag you in this BIT. Okay. I hadn't heard Miss Kandi talk about that, but let me tell y'all, Miss Marlo also said that she's going to make Miss Kandi work for that check. She's going to make her work for that check. And Miss Kandi, girl, listen, you are definitely working, girl. She definitely got you out here working.
Speaking of culture, we just got a clip sent to us maybe about 2 minutes before you got here. So one of your castmates, Marlo, seems to think that you should be doing more for the culture and even said that you need to stop talking about sex. So how do you feel hearing that tonight?
So funny. And that's why she be so fake to me. Was it day or last night she was sending us the invites, her thing. She want us to come support her in her business or whatever. And I was the first one on the group text, probably the only one, no, one of two of all the housewives who said, oh yeah, girl, I'm going to come be there for you. She gets on my motherfucking nerves. I'm tired of her bullshit. She's fake as fuck. If y'all do not know, I have been doing way more for the community than all of them. I don't mind saying it, okay? I don't always do everything I do on television, but if you want to go to television receipts, even the food drives that I did in the past, who was the main one trying to show up to help? Her. And she want to act like she don't remember? Listen, I pay off college tuitions for people I don't even know.
Okay, Miss Kandi Burruss is giving back to the culture.
What? I put all my businesses in black communities so that I can bring more jobs to our community. What's she doing? And to be clear, of all people that I've helped, she should know. Because when she wasn't on this show and couldn't get on this show for years, who helped her get another show on another network? But she wanted to kiss ass and be a friend of the show again on this show, so she let the opportunity drop. But it's facts. I got her showing a whole nother network when she needed help. And she want to get over here and show her motherfucking ass. She's getting on my nerves. Like, I literally, when I tell you, literally just was like, oh, yeah, girl.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Miss Kandi just went off. Kandi just went off. And I talked about that yesterday in my video about Marlo getting another show. I'm like, did Marlo get like another show? What happened to that show? Something happened. I thought it had something to do with Kandi. Kandi was probably working on it. But come to find out, in Kandi's words, Marlo wanted to be a friend of the show, girl. Okay. And that's why you turned down the opportunity to have your own show. Girl, not Kandi out here looking out for people and then they be out here just, shading her down to the ground. Girl, I can't. I really don't know what else to say aside from Miss Kandi went off. And I think she had every right to go off. I think she felt the way. Miss Girl said she tired of her. Like, I'm tired of this. I will be tired of her too, because it seems like she's trying to create an issue where there really isn't an issue and where there has not been a issue. But you keep trying because you got this peach and you trying to save your peach. So now I'm a collateral damage in the BS. Girl, you're going to keep playing with Kandi. You're going to hear more than that voice crack. You're going to be hearing more than that voice crackling, girl. Keep playing with Miss Kandi Burruss. Keep playing. Why would she help her get a show? For what? Because when you listen to like the podcast, I'm thinking it's because she didn't get a peach. She wanted a peach. She couldn't get a peach after a while, even though she was offered one initially, right? And so I guess she didn't have the connects or something like that. So Kandi was trying to connect her up with the producers and help her get her own show. And it could have been about fashion or something. But Marlo didn't want to do that for whatever reason, which is interesting considering the fact that Marlo said in the interview that Kandi should be trying to put us on. And she should be trying to show us like how we can create these certain things and create these Broadway shows and do this and that and do some stuff for the community and teach us this and teach us that. So that's why Kandi went off, because it's like, BIT, you over here talking about that. Like, I never did that for you already. I already did that for you. You had a show in your hand with certain producers that I'm cool with, but you didn't want that. But then you want to get on social media and you want to drag me. No, ma'am. Thank you so much for this, Mims. Mims is saying that Marlo claimed that the other show didn't have a big enough budget for her. Yikes, girl. But it was a budget that you didn't have before, so I'm confused. Kandi mad when her voice gets to shaking, right? Right. Kandi, I can go back to uni if you pay my fees. Now Marlo said Nene was the one looking for her though and got her show. Not Nene was the one that looked out for her and got her a show. I never heard Nene couldn't even get her own show. So I'm confused. She got a little spinoff for her Nene got a spinoff for that wedding or whatnot, but I'm confused about that part just a little bit though. I'm a little okay. I don't know about that part. Y'all need to listen to Carlos' podcast. Marlo really wasn't going in on Kandi. I listened to the whole thing and I felt like she indeed was going in on Kandi during that segment. The entire interview was not about Kandi, but she definitely said that Kandi is effed out. Your man is over here complaining about, girl, what my notes said because how much I watched the whole interview, girl. Okay. Marlo addressed, they speak on Kandi and the buzzing of the husbands for JJs. Marlo wants Kandi to focus on teaching women how to be black bosses like herself. Don't have your husband over here trying to buzz my cootie twat all night, like Miss Kenya said. Okay. She calls Kandi out for being effed out all in Atlanta. Okay. Marlo says your man is complaining about getting sex from you, but you got him over here buzzing other women's cootie twats. To me, that is her going in on Kandi. Okay. Carlos brings up the ladies making Kandi, getting into it with Kandi. And Miss Marlo says that she's going to have her work for that check, is what Miss Marlo said. She says, Marlo says that Kandi always wants to give a little, but want to get a lot out of it. You can't give us a little and want to get a whole lot out of it. We're going to make her work for that check. Okay. I'm just telling y'all what Miss Girl said. Now, y'all can go listen to it for yourself. Listen to the whole thing. And for me, from what I got from it, I feel like she was going in on Kandi. I do. But that's just me, Jillian. You listen to it as well. You got a different perspective, and that's, those are your thoughts. But I think she was. Marlo was saying that in reference back to Kandi said that she had effed all of Atlanta. But she said the lady was effed out. Like that, I'm confused. Like she said the woman was effed out. She said Kandi then she effed out. She done fucked out. She's fucked out in Atlanta. That's what she said specifically. And y'all just heard the clip.
And if Kandi would just focus on, now say if we went there and she was like, hey, I'm going to teach you guys all how to contribute to a play and become a producer, how to get a restaurant, do some shit for the black culture. We got enough babies and diseases out here. We don't need no shit else about sex, Kandi. You fucked out in Atlanta, okay? And I done had plenty too, like you say. But girl,
I'm sorry, that's going in for me. That's going in for me, girl. That's going in for me. I was saying that Marlo saying Nene was the one who looked out for her before she got on the show, LOL. That's why she let Nene get her way. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We shading her. Got you. Okay, that makes sense now. I got you. Yeah, that's what she said in the interview in so many words. Nene looked out for her. Nene put money in her pocket and stuff. And she understands Nene that's Nene and Nene's going to be Nene, but it's not going to make her like or love her any less based on their history. And Nene has yet to congratulate her, is what she said. And she said she think that Nene could just be too busy to congratulate her. And I'm like, but I don't think she's too busy, but okay. But she wants Nene to take her out to dinner and give her a really nice gift whenever she does, acknowledge the fact that she is a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta and congratulates her. But okay. Girl, yeah. Marlo is playing the game. I can't wait until the reunion. I don't need to watch the season. I can't. Who is Marlo talking about? Anyone effed out? LOL. That's so hilarious. I know. It was a mess. I think Marlo is speaking about how Kandi is constantly speaking about sex or doing freaky things. Like, I think the Buzz panties was a bit too far. I think the Buzz panties was a bit too far, but that's always Marlo's go-to, where she insults Kandi in her sex life and then saying that she done sucked off somebody or did something in the boys' locker room or whatever the case was. That's being said. She always says it. So, I mean, she effed out in Atlanta. She meant what she said, how she said it. Girl, those are just some methods, girl. Just some methods, girl. Let's see. Good night. How to get a restaurant. You work hard at it, period. Marlo has zero originality. Let's see what else you guys are saying. And then I'm going to hop off of this thing because I do have to do my reviews for Real Housewives of Dubai and Beverly Hills. Honey. Okay, so just a few more comments and then we're going to slide off. All right. Nene is pissed that her friend took the peach from a network she's currently suing. I concur, honey. I concur. Where can I see the rest of the clip with Kandi setting the record straight? Brandon Burks, you can go to the neighborhood talk, but here's the thing. They don't have the full clip up though. They have about the same amount that you see on that I just posted, but you can go to the neighborhood talk. It's going to be on their Instagram page. I would have loved to see more because it does look like they chopped up enough just to put up, for the people to hurry up and get it out. So, I mean, hopefully they got a longer version on their website or somewhere, but that's all that I've seen so far. Yeah, and it was an interview that she did specifically with the neighborhood talk for a red carpet event. It looks like a movie screening. So, yeah. Let's see. And then I'm going to hop off. To say that somebody is effed out considering your own personal issues is laughable, to say the least, right? Marlo was saying that in reference based on, I think I read that one. Yeah, I read that one. Oh, wow. Carlos King got to be a producer because of Kandi going to hire. Carlos King got to be producer because of Kandi going to hire authorities to allow black businesses through during George Floyd protests. I'm confused. What do you mean? Carlos King was a part of the show way before the George Floyd situation. I believe Carlos King was a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta when it first started. Yeah, this ain't just some new stuff. Carlos King been having shows way back when, before what you guys see to be popular is Love and Marriage Huntsville in DC. So he's had R&B divas, Hollywood divas. He's had some stuff already previously, years ago. And so, yeah, I believe Carlos was there from the beginning, or at least the second season. So yeah, that's not anything new. But all right, guys, I thank you all so much for hopping on and joining me this morning. My lives always go longer than what I expect them to go. But I definitely appreciate you all for being here. Please be sure to like the video, as we had over 400 people in the chat today. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. Okay, be looking out. Make sure your notifications are on. I will be dropping more content. And speaking of more content, if you would like to get into some other things, honey, you definitely can check out my Love Island review, as well as my other quick chat that I just recently did about Miss Nene Leakes and Miss Kandi and Miss Marlo and Miss Phaedra, honey. You can check that out. Also have some more Love Island content, as well as a previous live that we did talking about a few things. Okay, so make sure you guys get into all of that good content here on the page, honey. That's all that I have. I'm Jamie. That's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as I've already said. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.